So the short idea behind the 49507 project is we want to create a liberated art exhibition that spans all different corners of the southeast and the southwest side of Grand Rapids. We want to use our nonprofit organization as a lever to compensate a wide variety of diverse creatives and use art as a catalyst to change the narrative. And that is one of the biggest roles of this project. If you go on Google and you look up southeast side of Grand Rapids, if you look up 49507 Grand Rapids, chances are a lot of the stories that you see are not positive stories. Chances are a lot of the stories that you see are rooted in the trauma that a significant amount of people have faced. When I navigate my neighborhood, when I go to the schools in my neighborhood, I don't see a lot of the things that the news stories shine a light on, although I know those things are valid. I'm hoping that through creating this giant liberated art project that we start to get some national attention for things more than young people having guns pulled on them, and that being the news that goes viral. For riots that are had due to people being pent up and frustrated with the oppression that they've faced and been forced to face for years and years and years to come. I'm hoping that the narrative that we can bring and the light that we can shine on these businesses in our neighborhoods will hopefully inspire even more diverse entrepreneurs to come and start businesses in our neighborhood. I hope that the narrative shift will inspire even more dynamic Black and brown folks from all over Michigan to move to the southeast and the southwest side of Grand Rapids and to call our neighborhoods home and to use this shift in narrative to create a renaissance.
The role of the education component in the 49507 project is to change the narrative. And also removes blight, right? It introduces the students to the business owners in their particular neighborhood, as well as giving them the power to use their voice as well.
It provides young people the opportunity to create direct change in their neighborhood. There's an opportunity where the artists come into the classroom that are going to be painting murals in their neighborhoods, and the students get to give these artists their input and share what they would like to see on these buildings.
For me, as a person who grew up in 49507, if I would have been in a position to have an understanding about the things that affected my relationship with the community and what my community looked like, it really would have put me in a different frame of mind as an individual or as an artist even.
We like to think that we empower young people and we give them tools and we give them agency. And this is one way where we can make that direct connection where young people can later on drive by a mural and say, hey, like I got to meet that artist, or they can feel like they see their voice come to life.
Yeah, we've been through a lot of meetings, a lot of conversation with people from the neighborhood, business owner. So I getting, kind of feedback from them, and I translate the whole conversation into a graphic idea. I actually working on right now in the final sketch to show to the city to be approved. So very, very interesting project. I'm very happy to be, I'm very honored to be a part of the project this year. And I know for sure it's going to create a lot of impact into the community.
My process in creating this mural was just pretty much connecting with different people and their opinions. We connected with students, we connected with different ones in the community, and I just wanted to bring more Afrocentric, a more Afrocentric piece to that mural, just because it's in the 49507 community, and a lot of people of color would like to see people of color, especially on the walls.
Canvassing basically is going out and knocking on our neighbors' doors, promoting the project, letting them know, this is what we have going on, and it's an exciting art project where we're being representative of the individuals in the neighborhood. We want their input, so we're going and we're talking to them face to face at their door.
You look at this map
Yeah.
and you try to think about how many black and brown businesses are in the yellow space. I mean,
Or the green. Look at the green.
Well, yeah, the green and the
green
blue.
and the blue.
right? It's not in there.
Yeah.
And again, it speaks to almost when you have the few outliers
Yeah.
that are trying to,
Heave ho.
you know, and they're like struggling tooth and nail.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
yeah.
and it breaks your heart because they have put their heart and soul into a dream that constantly has the light taken from it, right? And when you create entities to funnel more money through so that it can improve this area, which you know a certain amount of people own most of the property, it's just, it's unfortunate, it's hurtful to be in the space that I am in this day and age to still see those same things happening, and hoping that we as a people can change the way we do things, because we don't have to do things the same way. We don't have to follow in the footsteps of other people. We don't have to treat people like they're less than. We have the ability to really create a change and be a people to stop the systemic oppression that happens year after year, century after century. We can shift that. Our community can shift that. Our leadership can shift that. But it has to be a desire to see people as one community, to come together, to lift, to build up, to strengthen, to empower. If we don't make that shift now, this red, it's not going to change. It's actually, it's going to get smaller.
A major part of this project is using community voice to shape art. There are a couple different series of listening sessions. In 2021, there's going to be a listening session with 3 different classes of students at Ottawa Hills High School, where all of the different visual artists who are involved are going to be asking students questions like, what does anti-racist art look like? What does art look like that could deter gentrification? What does art look like that would make you feel liberated? What art would you want to see in local artists' hip-hop videos? Or what art would you like to see in your senior pictures? After that listening session with students, we're going to have a listening session with adults. So far, already, before this project has even gone live, we have, in 2021, nearly 100 Black community stakeholders. Some of them are business owners. Some of them are politicians. Some of them are nonprofit professionals. Some of them are parents. Some of them are elders. Some of them use means to supplement their income that people might disagree with. I think that it's important to have human beings that are just as complex as the systems that plague our neighborhoods, helping to dictate and further this art initiative. So we are going to use these listening sessions in all of these wide varieties of complex identities as a way to show people that we can collectively get to the outcome that will benefit the majority of us.